you. I'm sorry that I said I didn't earlier. It's just the one thing I knew would hurt you. I'm sorry. But you know I love you. And I know that you love me too. It's just that sometimes love isn't enough.
What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Jazz, and welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another Gospel Talk with Jazz. If you guys are new, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe. If you are new, share the channel as well. So, for my Christian athletes, this is mainly for the boys. Mainly for the boys. If you're a girl too, hey, shout out to you. Also, I just want to state this, you know what I mean? What I'm going to be speaking about now is just pure facts. If you get offended, I really don't care. But there are some wonderful, beautiful women of God out there. Shout out to y'all. But this is facts. If my Christian athletes out there, or my athletes in general, you may not even be a Christian, right? This isn't just for the Christian athletes as well, but this is for any athletes, right? The principles kind of still apply. But for my Christian athletes, you got to be careful out here in these streets, because these females are hunting. Especially if you're that star player, or you could be just a player on the team. They are hunting. But let's get to this. All right, so right now I'm in the book of Judges 16, man. We're gonna be reading pretty much this section called Sampson and Delilah. So Delilah is pretty much a woman in this book in the Bible of Judges that's pretty much, we'll go ahead and read it. How about that? Let's go and read this. So we'll start off Judges 16 verse 4. Get your Bibles out. Let's get it popping. Sometime later, Sampson fell in love with a woman named Delilah, who lived in the valley of Sorek. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "Entice Sampson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he could be overpowered and tied up securely." If you don't know what entice means, it pretty much means like to, hey, like, kind of show him that you like him, right? But you don't really like him. You know, just try to like manipulate him so we can find out his weakness. Once we get his weakness, then he's ours. Alright? So that's what it pretty much means. Pretty much means to, like, you know, manipulate him, you know, make him think that you like him, but in reality, you don't. Yeah, the rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "Entice Sampson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tied up securely. Then each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver." So that's money back then. So Delilah said to Sampson, "Please tell me what makes you so strong and what it would take to tie you up securely." Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dried, I would become as weak as anyone else." And here's the thing, because Samson, he is a strong man. He is a strong man in the Bible. He has crazy strength, which is why some rulers, the enemy, is pretty much trying to, you know, find out what his thing is, why he's so strong, so they could get him weak and so they could defeat him. That's the main thing. So Samson replied to that. Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not been dried, I would become as weak as anyone else." So the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings, and she tied up Samson with them. She had hidden some men in one of the inner rooms of her house, and she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson snapped the bowstrings as a piece of string snaps. As a piece of string snaps when it is burned by a fire. So the secret of his strength was not discovered. Afterward, Delilah said to him, "You lied. You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me, how can you be tied up securely?" So the first thing that Samson did, hey, Samson ain't no simp, you know what I'm saying? But nah. So the first thing that Samson told her was pretty much fake. You know, he stated that, hey, Samson stated, "Bring 7 new bowstrings that have not been dried, and I would become as weak as anyone else." So the first thing that he said was cap, pretty much. So lies, all right. And then she was like, "Why?" She pretty much was saying, "Hey, why are you lying to me?" Okay. Um, then afterward, Delilah was like, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me." Um, I lost. Where is it? Now please tell me how he can be tied up securely. Sampson replied, "If I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else." So now Sampson is saying, "Hey, you bring me brand new ropes that never been used, I'll be weak." So Delilah took new ropes. And tied him with them. The men were hiding in the inner room as before, and again Delilah cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But again Samson snapped the ropes from his arms as if they were thread. Then Delilah said, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me how you could be tied up securely." So once again, Samson was lied to her again about what could, make him weak. Hey man, Samson ain't no simp. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, I see you, Samson. Um, so going on to verse 13, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me how you can be tied up securely." Samson replied, "If you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I would become weak as anyone else." So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric. Then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson woke up, pulled back the loom shuttle, and yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric. Then Delilah pouted, "How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me? You made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong." She trying. Delilah is trying. You know what I'm saying? She tormented him with her nagging day after day until he was sick to the death of it. Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. "My hair has never been cut," he confessed, "for I was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth. If my hair were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else." Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth. Uh-oh. So she sent for the Philistine rulers. "Come back one more time," she said, "for he has finally told me his secret." So the Philistine rulers returned with the money in their hands. Delilah lulled Samson to sleep with his head in her lap. She lulled Samson to sleep. Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta be careful, bro. Just in general, when it comes to girls, please, guys, you have to hop in a relationship wisely, and be sure to pick a girl wisely. Don't just pick a girl to date a girl, but actually, like, if you really see a future with this woman, then go ahead and get with this woman. But if you're just trying to get with a girl because you're lonely, or just because you guys want to get it on, which that shouldn't be the case, don't do it. All right. So Delilah lulled Samson to sleep with his head in her lap, and then she called in a man to shave off the 7 locks of his hair. In this way she began to bring him down, and his strength left him. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have captured you." When he woke up, he thought I would do as before and shake myself free. But he didn't realize the Lord had left him. So the Philistines captured him and gouged his eyes out. And they took him to Gaza, where he was bound with bronze chains and forced to grind grain in the prison. But before long, his hair began to grow back. And if you want to read the rest of it, hey, just go to Judges 16. But I read all that just to show you guys that, hey, if you notice, she was trying her best. Once again, she got paid. She got paid from the rulers saying, "Hey, we're trying to take this guy out, so I'm going to need you to, manipulate that guy, so we could take him out." So the rulers used that female to bring him down. And I want to go ahead and, make this similarity to now. If you're in school right now, if you're in grade school, you don't even have to be in grade school. It could be outside of school as well. But my audience is pretty much in grade school at the moment. Junior high, high school, definitely high school. Christian athletes, girls are watching you. They are watching you. Some of them are only going to want to get with you because of your clout, because you're very popular. You know what I mean? Because you're the star player on the team. They really could give a care about you. They just want that clout. And there are some people out there as well that, they just want to bring you down just like Delilah. There is such things as, the girl, bro. I've heard, bro, I've heard girl talk about. I bet you can't get with him. I bet you can't get with so and so. And the girl is like, watch me. I've seen it before. Next thing you know, my man thinks that she likes him, but in reality, she don't like you. Or maybe she don't even like you, so she wanted to bring you down. You know how crazy that is? And to add to that too, let's leave grade school for a second. Let's go to the pros. PJ Washington. I'm sure you guys have seen PJ Washington. I'm sure you guys know about what happened between him and Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is an Instagram model. You know what I'm saying? I'll post it on the screen, but pretty much back in 2019, PJ Washington got with Brittany Renner. They had a baby. And after that, she pretty much left him. And she stated, athletes are dumb. You could get with any athlete. And you know how much money that PJ Washington has to pay Brittany? It's a lot of money. This ain't no $200, $500 a month. This ain't no $1,000 a month. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money that he has to pay for child support. Just because she got with him, they messed around, had a baby. Obviously, she didn't like him like that because she left him. Right? That's why it's so important. And this is for my Christian athletes, guys. Get with the woman that you want to do life with. Don't get with no girl because you're lonely. Okay? There are females out there that have agendas, right? Now, this goes both ways. Don't get it twisted. For females that, are gold diggers, that get with a lot of guys, we all know they are considered hoes in this, day and age. Same thing with guys. But girls get most of the slack when it comes to that. But for this video, I'm mainly speaking for the boys because it's like, guys, you want to protect yourself because there's a lot of, girls that you may think that like you, that may say these words and stuff like that, but in reality, they're just trying to bring you down or they just like you for your clout. Because if you weren't on that basketball team, they're not looking your direction. If you don't make so-and-so amount of money, they're not looking your way. So I just want to state this, guys, that when you hop into a relationship, hop into one wisely. If right now isn't the season for a relationship, don't hop into no relationship. Even if a girl does like you, don't hop into that relationship. Hop into a wise relationship. Remember, you should not be dating unless you really see a future with this woman. If you don't see a future with this woman, don't even go into it. Don't even pay it no mind at all, please. Protect yourself. And also protect that girl as well. Because what if she's not a gold digger? What if she's not one of those? What if she actually is a ride or die? What if she is a good one? But you're like, nah, I don't really see myself in a relationship with you, so I'm gonna have to cut you off. Now you're gonna hurt her. Protect both parties. But in this situation of, girls out there that are really on the hunt for the athletes, you know what I mean? They don't really like you for you. They just like your title. They just like the clout. Protect yourself, fellas. Please protect yourself. But other than that, man, that's going to conclude today's video. I don't have anything else. I just want to, warn you guys. Because it's just straight facts, man. And I don't want you guys to, go down the wrong path. I want you guys to protect yourselves. And also, I want you guys to protect that woman as well. Because there are some great females out there. There are some great women of God out there. Right? And there is a chance that you can hurt her as well. By you hopping into a relationship, having no agenda. Maybe you may be trying to just get some, which shouldn't be the case. Once again, guys, that's another video that I was gonna make, but body counts aren't lit, bro. Stop with this nonsense, alright? But that's gonna conclude today's video. If you guys like the video, subscribe if you are new, share the channel as well. Comment down below if you have any, questions or suggestions or any comments about this video. Hey, let me know. It's your boy Jez. I'm gonna catch you guys. God bless. I love y'all.
I mean, it shouldn't be this hard, you know? We're always fighting and saying things that we don't mean and then we can't take them back, and I hate that. I wish I could forget all of the bad, but we haven't been on the same page for a while now, and we've let too many bad days happen in a row, and I'm just tired. I don't